Hi, I'm Eduardo Vargas, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of self reflection, and I'm going to be answering a few questions. The first question is: am I using my time wisely? Overall, I would say that I could be making better use of my time. There's a lot of the time daily where I'm really not doing anything at all, and I could be finding something to do to help myself advance in that time period. I also my job isn't really helping me at all. I mean, I'm making money, but other than that, it's not challenging. It's very easy. It's mindless work basically. For 8 hours a day, it feels like a waste of my time. I'm not wasting my time completely. However, I am going to school. I'm making steps towards my future. I know what I have to do. I'm taking the classes I need to advance towards my goals. And yeah, that was the first question. Second question is: am I taking anything for granted? I try my best not to take things for granted as much as I can, but I definitely slip up every once in a while. Like for example, I know I wouldn't be anywhere without my mom, and I love her, and but sometimes I forget about that, and I get upset with her over something ultimately meaningless and pretty small. I've lost my cool with her, which I'm ashamed to admit, but yeah. And I could be nicer. I could be more understanding. That she's been there for me, and I owe her a lot. Same thing with my girlfriend. Definitely, I try not to. I try my best to keep in mind how important she is to me, and I kind of just expect her to be there for me and always be in a part of my life. But I know that's not how it works, and it takes mutual effort. And sometimes I forget to put in the effort, I guess. But I know we both need to put in the effort for us to be together. And so the third question is: am I employing a healthy perspective? So with a healthy perspective, it's towards life, I guess. So um, there's times where I guess I'm not. It depends on the time really or on the day. But there's times where I feel unhappy with everything. Like with my living situation financially. I'm not proud of myself, I guess, and I feel like I could definitely be doing better. But whenever this happens, I have someone there for me who puts things in perspective, and she reminds me that I'm just a college student. I just got out of high school, and I shouldn't be as hard as myself as I tend to be because there's like I'm not the only one in this situation, and no one faults me for being where I am right now because it's just how it is in life. And yeah, and then I take a breath and I really put things in perspective for myself too, where it could be a lot worse, and I should just stay focused so I can get to where I want to be eventually. Am I living true to myself? Overall, I would say yeah. I feel there's a lot of things that I definitely feel like it was meant to be for me. I have my friends who I love dearly and like they compliment me well, and I feel like they're gonna be there forever, and there were people who I was meant to meet them. I have my girlfriend who's the love of my life, and I don't know, I couldn't imagine myself with anybody else. um However, right now the career I'm going towards, I'll be honest, I'm not really passionate about it. It's kind of just my biggest dream, I guess, would just be to have some financial stability rather than I don't feel like I can think of like a dream job. I just need something that's gonna make me money because I do not come from money, and it's hard. It's definitely hard, and it just feels like the dream jobs that I do have, they're pretty unattainable. And yeah, the most important thing to me is just to be financially stable. So I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Am I waking up in the morning ready to take on the day? Well, it depends. When I wake up early, I would say yeah. Like I wake up and I feel motivated to get all my responsibilities done, to just work hard that day, and just I do what I have to do. Like I have a list, any chores I have to take care of, any errands I have to run, any assignments I have to do. I get it all done. But usually when I wake up really late, I just feel lazy and I feel like I already wasted the day. So what's the point? And I know that's not a healthy mentality to keep, and I try not to. But that's usually how it ends up going. But I try to keep a mental note of what I need to do. I make a list if I have to, and I just get on it. So yeah, if I get an early start, usually yeah, I'm ready to take on whatever comes my way. Am I thinking negatively before I go to sleep? Sometimes, yeah, that occurs. Whereas as I'm drifting off, I usually think of something that stresses me out or something I was thinking about that day that had me worrying. Like, one common one is I think about how I'm going to pay my rent because I'm not making a lot of money right now and I have a lot of bills. And usually by the end of the month, I don't have anything. But it all works out. But yeah, it's hard. I can't really control what pops into my mind, and it's either positive or negative, but the negative ones usually stay there for longer. Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? That's something I actually think very consciously of. I always want to put as much effort as I can into my relationships. I do slip sometimes and I forget, but for the most part, I'm conscious about that, and I'm always trying to put effort into my relationships. I make sure to call my friends. I make sure to like tell everybody how much I appreciate them, and I make sure to always be there for them when they need me. Am I taking care of myself physically? In the past, I had never really thought about my physical health. And this had negative effects with my health. I'm pretty overweight, and but recently I've been making steps to better my health, and I'm conscious of what I eat and making sure I get enough exercise daily so that I can better myself and have a better health overall in the long run. Am I letting matters that are out of my control stress me out? I do this all too often. I'm aware that worrying over things that are out of my control is meaningless and pointless, but I do it nonetheless. When I notice that I'm doing it, I usually try to stop. Like I take a deep breath, I take a I take a beat, I calm down, and then I just say to myself that there's nothing I can do, so I should worry about what I can do. I can do something about instead of worrying about what's gonna happen regardless, no matter what I do. Am I achieving the goals that I've set for myself? I'm working towards it. I'm not there yet. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but there's like what I keep doing. What I do is I often ask myself, what am I doing with my life? Right? And if I'm not happy with the answer, then I try to change it. There was a while where I wasn't going to school. I was just working, and I realized that that's not gonna get me anywhere. So I changed it up. I'm in school now. I'm trying. I'm taking classes online through peers, and I'm doing other things to try to get to where I want to be. And that's it. That's the 10 questions of self reflection. Thank you.